And the ground's all mush. I don't know what to fucking do with this. Yo, I shut the video off. I lowered the jack, and within 3 seconds I got this pin through. Such a fucking idiot. I should have just done that from the beginning. So anyway, it's all the way through there. I'm gonna do this one yet, and then probably call it a day.
What's up? I took a break from building the backhoe today to go and get this armoire from the street, son. $20 off Facebook Marketplace. And I almost got jacked by one half of a ethnic gay couple. Threatened me. Tried to take my armoire. Is that the bit? I don't remember. At Seinfeld? Or Kramer and Elaine get fucking jacked for an armoire. I'm pretty tired. I moved this whole fucking thing in by myself. It took 3 people to get it on my truck, and only one dipshit to get it out. I'm pretty fucking beat. But whatever. It was not stolen from me. In this case, I'm the gay couple who gets the armoire. So there. This is the part where I just put in Seinfeld baseline. I'm going to bed.
Alright, so here's, I don't know, fucking day 2 of this, I guess. Day 3, who knows. I'm routing these lines, right? I got those 2 in. I'm not really sure if I was supposed to run them up through that. So I'm going to route these lines under, through, they're supposed to go through that ring there. And then I guess you hook them into these, and you hook them in, you know, to the hydraulic cylinders. And my plan is to get everything hooked up, pressurized, and running, so I can actuate this one to move it up a little, and then get this whole thing to bend so I can maybe get this one in place, because this whole assembly probably weighs 300 pounds or so, and I can't move it by hand. And I don't really know what else to do with this. So that's my attempt at this shit. Alright, I think this thing is ready. Maybe. I put a bunch of this hydraulic fluid in there, dumped it all over. I filled this engine, which for some reason has 2 oil fill plugs, and that's weird, and I definitely overfilled it, and that dumped out. So this is all just like an oil slick. I put a little bit of gas in it, spilled the gas as well, just because I like continuity. I think everything else is hooked up. These are all pretty tight. I didn't set any of these pins. I still got to get this one. So what I'm gonna do is try and get the engine started, let it run for a minute or two, and then run this one, I think. Get it to lift up slowly. I think I'm gonna move that cinder block first. But then once it's up, I can try and align this with that hole, get the pin through, and then I can secure everything down and do what you're supposed to do with it, which is like they want you to get all the air out of the lines on all these. So it's basically just swing it in every direction as far as these cylinders will go, back and forth a couple times, and then I'm gonna shut it down, check the level on the hydraulic fluid, add it till it's like right in the middle, and then I gotta grease everything. All these like fittings and shit, you gotta put grease in them. I'm nervous about this. I feel like this is gonna fail. I'm just going slow to get some oil through it. Let's try it. It's there. Oh, there's an on-off switch. Nice. The clutch on, or not the clutch, fuck, the choke. I had the choke on, and apparently it didn't need it, but I thought it would need it to start. Alright, that should be it for this. All the pins are through. I'm gonna take a screwdriver and bend these more, just so they don't somehow vibrate or get shoved out. So I'll bend all these pins around, run this thing, get the, you see how I did with this? I had it going outward, right? And then I had gone too far and it wouldn't go back. And I think it's because there was still air in the tube or whatever in the cylinder. So I held it up and extended it all the way out, and then it retracted again. So I'm going to do that with the rest of these too. Basically retract this one all the way in and then shove it back out, and do the same with that one down there. But first I'm going to lock up all these pins and get everything ready and kind of move shit out of the way, because once I start moving this, it's going to roll off these blocks. I'm not really sure what I should do with this at this point, but whatever. I'm going to keep it moving from there. I guess I have a backhoe now. Alright, I just I use this pin here and this grease gun fitting to grease this thing up. Had two problems with it. First was the fitting that you plug the grease gun into on this just completely snapped off when I tried to pull it out. So I need to find a new fitting for that. In here, I just found out on the internet they're called Zerk fittings. There's one there and one here in the inside of this to grease this pin and that pin. They didn't break, so they're on and good. Every other one you use that needle and you kind of just push. There's like a little ball there. Here, I'll show you the busted one. No, I'll show you the good one. There's a ball like that, right? This one here came fucked up. It came like rounded out, and the ball still catches, but like your pin doesn't fit right. And instead of it building pressure and squeezing it through the tiny hole that's through this bolt and lubricating the inside of this, it's just kind of mushing out this. So I'm gonna try and find like a thick piece of rubber or something maybe, and jam it over this, poke a hole through it, and then shove the pin in, and hopefully I can build pressure to push it that way, because everything else on this thing is lubed up except for this. And you know it's lubed up because I don't know if you can see that red. You just kind of squeeze it until some goo comes out the side. Which is my motto in life. Squeeze it till goo comes out the side. It's been a long day. This thing works though. I haven't dug anything with it yet. I'm going to figure out how to hook it up to my truck tomorrow. I don't know. I just don't feel like fucking dealing with it right now. And maybe I will tow it across the yard somewhere and dig a little hole. 'Cause why not? Set some traps. Time to set some fucking booby traps up in this motherfucker. Booby.